Hey guys, it's CrystalRenèe here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for joining. Hey guys, I'm sure you already know from the title what this video is about. It's about my Philodendron Pink Princess. And the picture that you're seeing now is the picture that was posted on OfferUp when I purchased her a little bit over a year ago for my birthday. She was marked at $75, but I got her for $50, so that was an awesome deal. Taking care of this plant has been a journey. If you'd like to know what she looks like now and what I do to take care of her, then stay tuned. So when I brought her home, this is what she was looking like. She was gorgeous as ever. That half moon leaf was just everything to me, and I just couldn't get enough of her. She really didn't have much pink to begin with, but I was hoping for the best because I did purchase her as a pink princess and not a reverted pink princess. So as you can see, she had a new leaf coming in. It wasn't yet unfurled, but it was on its way. Over time, after having it underneath my humidifier, I noticed that it was damaging the new leaves that was coming in. As you can see, they were yellowing and falling off, but I still had new growth coming in at the same time, so I was a bit confused on what she needed and what she didn't like. But at the end of the day, I decided to remove her from underneath the humidifier. And I gave her a moss pole, and that seemed to work out perfect. After I figured out what she loved, she grew into this beautiful plant, as you can see. The plant continuously grew for me, but it wasn't giving off much variegation, as you can see. The plant looked almost fully green. I mean, the leaves were coming in much larger because of the moss pole, but the variegation was very finicky on this plant. There were times when I thought that it was going to give me a lot of pink, but it turned out once the leaf hardened, it was mostly green and maybe a speckle of pink. And that is why I've come to the conclusion that I want to go ahead and propagate this plant. I've actually decided to propagate her long ago, but every time I would want to do so, she would be putting out a new leaf. So at this point, it's either now or never. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do that here on camera so that you all can see. Now, I am a bit hesitant because I have come a long way with this plant, but I only will know the outcome if I cut her. And I feel like this is going to be a good thing. So just bear with me, guys. Now, this picture is of my very favorite leaf that's on this particular plant. It is the most pink that I've gotten since I've had this plant, and it just gives me that feeling by looking at her. And this is the second favorite leaf that is on this particular plant, and it only has just a little splash of pink, but I appreciate it because that was the very first splash of pink that this plant has given me since I've had her. So I really did appreciate seeing that she was trying. Not to mention, she's no longer losing leaves. It's just growth from here on out. And that has been her progress from a little over a year then and now. Okay, y'all, so it's propagation time. I'm going to start from the bottom along these nodes and see what we come up with. I'm going to take the first cut. Oh my gosh. The second cut. Oh. This what was left. I decided to go ahead and cut that as well. I decided to make a few cuts from this, actually. I went cutting crazy, guys. I'm sorry. I just chopped it as much as I can. And this is all that I was left with. I left one leaf on here, to help photosynthesize. Now I'm just going to go through and show you all the cuttings that I took from my plant. This is the first one. They're not in particular any order, but I'm just showing you as I go. And that is 2. This is 3. I ended up cutting this one, making that a total of 4 cuttings so far. Now here is the 5th one. I kept this one as is. This is the top cutting. That is the new leaf that had just came out, so it still needs to harden. I hope cutting it didn't disturb anything. And this is actually the bottom cutting, which I cut into. The top cutting was the only cutting that I kept as 2, and I went ahead and separated the rest, and I laid it all out for you guys to see. So I pretty much came up with a total of 7 cuttings from my plant. That is a lot of pink princesses, guys. So I went ahead and put them in a glass vase and filled it up with water with a little bit of Super Thrive. And I'm going to go ahead and set it under a grow light and hope for the best. Here it is under my grow light, guys. I'm just hoping this turns out well because I just chopped up my plant, guys. And if not, I'm going to be very heartbroken. But if it turns out that I have a total of 8 plants at the end of the day, I'm going to be happy. Speaking of being happy, you know what else makes me happy? You, my subscribers, make me happy. That is why at the end of every video, I want to start giving a notification shout out. So this is my very first video where I'm going to be doing a notification shout out. And my first shout out goes out to Miss Sherry Porsche. Thank you so much for continuously being there for me and always being here to support. Thank you. Now, I don't want to keep dragging this video any longer, but I do want to keep my word. I told you guys once I've reached 2,000 subscribers that I will be doing a giveaway. I have surpassed that I am very proud to say. Thank you all, because it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So there will be a giveaway coming up for that. And as I always say, enjoy peace, spread love, and be blessed. Hey, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. And until next time, happy growing!